Here's how to do a voicemail drop, or also called blast, in Go High Level in our software. Now the neat thing is you can do this for way less than you can do with other companies. You don't have to pay an admin fee. You can do all this yourself. Do watch this video a couple of times, but a lot cheaper. And then per completed, when it actually gets completed, it's around, and it does vary, so there's no exact number on this, and it may even change by the time you see the video, but it's usually around 5 cents, could be a little bit more than that, but way cheaper than other sources, and again, no admin fee. So here we go. We're going to go into the Go High Level software, go to marketing, and then we're going to go to campaigns, and then we're going to create a campaign, and I want to call this campaign something to do with voice blast, voice drop, and then in this case, this is what I'm doing for a client. We'll call it spring recording. And we're going to click save. If I want to, I could put it under a folder, but in this case, I'm not. Add event, and this event is going to be a voicemail. And now I'm going to upload the voicemail that I've already created. I'm going to put a little link over here that gives you some tips. It needs to be a special kind of uncompressed voicemail file.
Hi, I was trying to reach you.
There we go. We're going to go ahead and just check it, and then we're going to click save. Ideally, your voicemail drop needs to be a very nonchalant, very just like you would leave somebody a voicemail message. Not really polished, just really basic. So that's really all you got to do to upload it. That's done, right? The biggest part's going to be recording it. You can need to record it in a WAV file. I'll put a link to some of the specifics of what you need to do to make it technically the best. Any type of file will work usually. I think an MP3 will even work. Don't quote me on that, but WAV is usually what's recommended. And an uncompressed special kind of, again, I'll put the link underneath this video. There's another tutorial about that. So now the voicemail's created. Now, how do you send it to your clients? Well, you go over to your client list by going to contacts and contact smart list, and you're going to be looking at your list here. Hopefully you've already got your list updated. I do recommend that you do a test ahead of time by going and just putting your name in and your cell phone and just singly going and sending to that particular client or yourself, right? By going in and adding yourself to the campaign first before you email it to everybody. So realize that who you're going to be mailing to is this campaign. You're going to be mailing to people to this specific campaign. So all you're going to do is, if you want to select yourself, go in here and you can add yourself to that campaign if this happens to be you, and you can go down to add to campaigns. You can drop down and you can find that particular campaign that you just put in, that spring recording, right? So you can do it that way as far as selecting anybody that you want to individually. Now, if you want to send it to mass people, you're going to either click the people individually if you want to do that. You can click everybody if you want to do that, and then select everybody in your list, or you can have everybody tagged. And again, a lot of this stuff you kind of already have to have done ahead of time, already know kind of who you're dealing with in your list. But in this case, we have clients tagged as prospects. So I'm going to go ahead and look up everybody that's prospects, and this has got everybody here, and there's 700 records. I'm going to click here, and then I'm going to select all 789 records. Everybody is selected, and now I'm going to click this little robot right here and add them to the campaign that you just created. So again, you can either individually select everybody, or if you have them tagged, search here of what your tag is. All of your tagged people will show up here. Click here, click select all of them, and then go to this little robot looking icon and add to the campaign that you just created. And we're going to proceed, and the campaign is going to be Voice Blast Spring Recording. Where did that one go? Now, the one thing that you do want to do is, in fact, I was trying to send and I couldn't find my list. So now I realized why, because I didn't make it into an active campaign. So when you're in your campaign, you can go back into that campaign and you can see all your different campaigns here. This is the spring recording we're working on. This says it's in draft. It needs to be published to be able to be found. So you need to go to draft. I click back in the campaign and click published. Now when I've clicked publish, now I should be able to go back into here and proceed and actually get this spring recording Click that and then add to it. I'm not going to do that because I don't know that my client wants to do it yet, but all I have to do is add to campaign and then they will be sent. Now, the other thing is, ideally, if you're going to be sending out more than 100, I would do either in a drip mode and not send them all at the same time to kind of figure this out, on your own, but go ahead and decide when you want to send them. So that's really as easy as it is. Again, you don't have to go through a special company to do this. You can do this very inexpensively. I recommend that you might do something like this to your past clients. Not often, but a couple, maybe a few times a year at the most. Make sure that it's very non-salesy, really just a check on how everything's going, or a message about an event going on locally, that type of thing. But it's a really smart thing to do to connect with your clients.